For years, we have known woods to be a place of solitude. But for whom, really?
What? Shh. Something's out here, dude. Something's watching. I don't know. Hello? I'm really not liking this right now, man. Whoa, 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 what was that? Yeah, right there.
For the lurking giants, or the beastly creatures evolving inside?
What the heck is that thing? Oh my gosh. I just cannot believe my eyes.
That's what you'll be finding out.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, have you seen what I've seen right now?
So stay tuned for the weirdest creatures that, if not filmed, would be hard to believe. A winter hike turned thrilling when this hiker spotted an unusual sight on a snowy mountain. In the far distance, a huge, shadowy, furry creature was climbing up the steep, snowy slope. Luckily for the hiker, the mysterious creature stayed unaware of his presence. It just kept moving up the mountain, focused on its journey. The hiker watched in amazement, knowing how risky it could be if the creature saw him. This surprise encounter turned a casual winter hike into an exciting adventure, leaving the hiker with a tale about the strange things that roam in the snowy mountains. Unusual creature in mountains.
Hey, there's something down there. You see that in the clearing?
On top of a mountain called St. Helens, this hiker saw something extraordinary. A hairy creature was strolling through the trees below. It looked massive, even from far away.
Hey, there's something down there. You see that in the clearing?
Think how big it would be up close. The creature soon went into the thick forest and disappeared. Though he now has a great story to tell, he still hopes to never see it again. It makes you wonder how many of these creatures might be out there, hiding in the woods. Yeti or Bigfoot. High in the Pyrenees Mountains, a hiker's life changed forever. Against the white snow, he saw a legendary beast, a huge creature with fur as white as the snow, resting by a tree. The hiker's breath stopped. A Yeti? Here in Spain? Luckily, the creature didn't notice him. As snowflakes began to fall, the hiker had to decide. Should he risk alerting the beast or quietly leave, keeping this incredible secret? Sometimes, the best adventures are the ones we never tell. Sasquatch crossing river.
Well, I remember.
A refreshing summer day in Michigan turned wild for some kayakers in 2021. As they paddled downstream, they saw a giant brown creature. The hairy giant seemed focused on getting across the water, not noticing the kayakers in the distance. It appeared to be a Sasquatch.
Well, I remember.
After those few seconds, the video ends, leaving us wondering what happened next. Maybe it was going back to its home. Anyways, this quick encounter turned a normal kayak trip into an unforgettable adventure. Salt Fork Park Bigfoot. In the woods of Salt Fork, Ohio, a peaceful walk turned into a wild adventure. This man was enjoying his own company when someone decided to join him. He heard heavy footsteps in the near distance. His eyes searched through the trees, and suddenly he spotted what he was least expecting. There, moving between the trees, was an enormous, furry creature. It looked just like the legendary Bigfoot. The giant beast walked heavily along, its long arms swinging as it walked.
Look at it. It's not a person. Look at the hair.
Luckily, the creature didn't seem to notice the man. It just kept going, disappearing into the thick forest. The man stood there, stunned. He'd just seen something most people only dream about. Bigfoot ruins camping. A camper's peaceful walk in the woods turned into a thrilling adventure when he heard a huge crash and saw a big tree branch fall nearby. Instead of running away, this brave guy ran towards the noise. Yeah, exactly what one should never do. Anyways, he raced to where the branch fell, but he was too late. He only caught a quick look at a big, brown creature disappearing into the bushes. It was so fast, the camper thought it might be a Yeti or Bigfoot. He wondered what other secrets the forest might be hiding. Maybe next time he'll capture it, if there was a next time. The woods suddenly felt a lot more mysterious. Yeti found in ice.
What?
Have you ever found a spooky surprise in the snow? Well, this explorer did. And it turned his fun day into a thriller. While digging in the snow, this adventurer uncovered a sight that made his heart beat faster. Frozen in the icy ground was a creepy face staring up at him, and it looked like it might belong to a Yeti.
What the heck is that thing? Oh my gosh. I just cannot believe my eyes.
He thought about digging more, but decided against it. Sometimes it's smarter to leave snow secrets buried. He backed himself away from this discovery and left, waking up a frozen Yeti. No thanks. Giant's hideout. While visiting a beautiful mountain range, this person witnessed a truly astonishing sight. A huge section of the mountain suddenly started closing, like a giant secret door. And the force shutting this door seemed to be a massive, unidentifiable creature. It all happened in just a split second, making it very hard to make out exactly what the being was. But it was clearly no normal animal or person. Definitely surprised by what he saw, the visitor quickly left the area, not wanting to risk encountering whatever mysterious force was hiding in the mountains. Woodland Sasquatch. A group of people were having a nice boat ride when they saw something amazing. On the other side of the river, a huge creature was walking along. It was so huge, they couldn't believe their eyes.
What the hell is that?
The monster looked just like the Bigfoot everyone talks about.
What the hell did I just see?
It was tall, hairy, and had an eerie gait. Luckily, it didn't seem interested in the boats at all. The people watching were excited to see such a rare sight. It's a boat trip they'll never forget. Giant on the mountain.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not!
Dude, if you seen what I've seen right now?
One local driver got the surprise of a lifetime while heading home. As he drove past a snowy mountain, he caught sight of a gigantic figure standing motionless at the top. It was difficult to see exactly what the creature was, but it was definitely bigger than any animal we know.
Person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
The driver didn't stick around to investigate further. Instead, just continued on his way. Who knows what kind of mysterious being could be lurking up there on that remote, snowy peak? Might be a Sasquatch, who knows? Hunter filmed Sasquatch. This hunter's adventurous day took an unexpected turn in the woods, when in the far distance, a large, dark figure moved between the trees. The hunter got scared as he realized what he had just seen was a real-life Sasquatch, the ancient, legendary creature. Luckily for the hunter, the Sasquatch didn't notice him. It walked deeper into the forest, disappearing among the thick trees. The hunter was left with an incredible story. It's a reminder that sometimes hunters become witness to some truly extraordinary encounters. Bigfoot camping encounter. A tourist was filming the pretty forest when he saw a strange figure in the distance. There was a massive, heavy creature moving around far away in the woods. It was hard to see clearly, but it looked a bit pale. Suddenly, the creature noticed the presence of this man. It stopped moving and hid behind a tree. The tourist realized that the creature might be looking at him, so he started to run. The video ends there, but we hope the tourist got away safely and has an exciting story to tell. Sitting hairy cryptid. While hiking through the woods, this guy came across a surprising sight. a huge, shadowy figure sitting among the bushes. It was unmistakably a Bigfoot-like creature. As soon as they made eye contact, the hiker turned and ran the other way, not wanting to risk any interaction.
What is that?
Wisely, he didn't stick around to get a closer look at the mysterious forest dweller. The hiker was just glad to have gotten away safely. Bigfoot on mountain. In the mountains of Mexico, a local resident caught a glimpse of a massive Bigfoot-type creature. The giant brown beast was spotted briefly before disappearing behind the trees and rocks. This sighting left the eyewitness in fear, realizing he had seen the legendary Sasquatch with his own eyes. Though the encounter was brief, it was a remarkable moment that will surely be remembered for a long time. Albino Sasquatch. This hiker was walking in the dark woods at night when his flashlight showed a huge white creature looking at him. The creature ran away fast when it saw the light. It looked eerily like a Sasquatch, moving fast as if it wasn't a fan of bright lights. These creatures are usually not very friendly to people, and this hiker made the right choice, running away. No doubt he'll remember this scary moment for a long time. It makes you wonder what else might be hiding in the woods at night. Maybe next time he'll bring a friend, just to be safe. Jumping Russian Bigfoot. Imagine camping in the quiet woods when suddenly something unexpected happens. When a camper heard weird noises while camping. Looking around, he saw an immense brown creature running far in the distance. The creature was in such a hurry, it didn't even notice the camper. It bounded from one side of the camp to the other, leaping rather than running. A surprising sight for a creature like Bigfoot, as it made its way directly into the forest. What was this mysterious beast? It was the legendary Bigfoot. Fortunately, the camper got away safe and sound. Evidence of Yeti. Explorers from a US TV program made an incredible discovery while exploring the Himalayan mountains. Clear evidence of the legendary Yeti's existence. While exploring, they came across a massive footprint in the snow, much bigger than any normal human or animal ones. This supported the numerous sightings and stories of the giant ape-like Yeti roaming the remote Himalayan peaks. With this physical proof, the TV crew was thrilled to have found such compelling evidence to support the myth of the abominable snowman. Their discovery has reignited the long-standing debate about whether the elusive Yeti is real or merely a fantasy creature. Bigfoot captured. A popular History Channel recently uploaded a shocking video that has gotten everyone talking. The footage showed an unusual, shaggy, Bigfoot-like creature trapped inside a cage. The crew seemed to have taken precautions with equipment to handle the scary beast. But the Bigfoot did not appear happy about being contained. The video ended abruptly, leaving viewers worried about the safety of the crew and wondering what ultimately happened to the captive creature. Was this proof that Bigfoot really exists? It seemed like. The mysterious footage has certainly sparked a lot of questions. Huge trail skunk ape. In the woods, an explorer's trail camera caught an unexpected figure. Instead of wildlife, it filmed an unusual creature standing behind the trees. This beast was so huge that it made the trees look tiny. Its thick, furry body was hard to miss. The creature looked a bit like an ape, but much, much bigger than any normal one. After a few moments, it disappeared back into the forest, leaving behind an amazing footage. Oregon encounter. A remarkable video captured by kayakers in 2008 on the Upper Mackenzie River in Oregon appears to show a large Bigfoot-like creature. The footage clearly depicts a dark, hulking figure standing up and walking away on the left side of the frame. This area of Oregon is known as a Bigfoot hotspot, lending credibility to the sighting. The sheer size and black coloration of the creature match typical Bigfoot descriptions. Unfortunately, the video cuts off before viewers can see what ultimately happened to the mysterious forest dweller. The unexplained footage has left many wondering, did this person really manage to film a real-life Sasquatch? Bigfoot footage. A girl was taking a peaceful walk through the woods when she spotted an extraordinary sight. In the distance, a muscular, brown creature was moving through the trees. Luckily for the girl, the giant creature took no notice of her and simply walked behind the trees and disappeared from sight.
Come on inside! Carly!
The girl was both amazed and relieved that the massive creature, which resembled descriptions of Bigfoot, had ignored her presence and gone on its way. She quickly hurried out of the forest, grateful to have had only a brief, distant encounter with the mysterious forest dweller. Giant troll. In the remote regions of northern Europe, ancient legends of fearsome trolls have long captured the public's imagination. Recently, a startling video emerged that may provide evidence of these mythical beasts, recorded by a hiker. The footage shows a massive, hulking figure over 10 feet tall, covered in matted fur with a monstrous, distorted face, matching traditional troll depictions. The creature charges towards the camera, sending the videographer into a panic, hoping he makes it out safely. While skeptics claim it's a hoax, this video suggests the Norse myths may have truth to them. For most, the idea of encountering such a nightmarish creature is the stuff of pure terror, best avoided at all costs. Creepy Sasquatch. Looks like this guy is living out the nightmares we've all had. When this guy was ready to go to bed, he saw a strange creature peeking through his window. It was a huge, shaggy creature with a dark, indistinct face gazed in. At first, he thought it was a Sasquatch, but this one was very quiet, which is strange because these creatures are usually noisy. The creature just watched and didn't do anything else. That guy must have been terrified and probably had trouble sleeping that night. No one knows why that Sasquatch was there, or where it went. Bigfoot sighting. This skier got more than just a nice view at the top of a mountain. As he prepared to zoom down, he caught a glimpse of something that made him go completely stunned. A huge black creature was standing right in front of him. Okay, a little to the side, not that close. The skier could only see the animal's back, so luckily, it didn't notice him. This furry giant looked massive and powerful as it trudged through the snow with heavy steps. Not wanting to get too close, the skier quickly changed his direction. Sometimes the best mountain adventures happen before you even start skiing. Giant skunk ape. A tourist near a place called Port Renfrew saw something strange in the forest. A big creature standing behind some trees. He could see it through the branches, but its face remained a mystery. The creature seemed silent, so it probably didn't see the tourist. If it had, things might have turned out scary. The tourist was fortunate to witness such an extraordinary sight. It's exciting to think there might be unknown creatures still hiding in our forests. Bigfoot in forest. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot family while hiking? Well, an explorer in this forest did, and it wasn't your average wildlife sighting. This adventurer was walking through the woods when he spotted a sight that made him freeze in his tracks. There, moving through the trees, was a woolly figure, but not just any Bigfoot. This one was a mama. The explorer watched in wonder as the female Bigfoot carefully carried a smaller, furry bundle, her little one. Both were covered in black hair, but the gentle way Mama held her little one was unmistakable. The Bigfoot family paid no attention to their human witness and continued what they were up to. Talk about a rare sight. So next time you're hiking, keep your eyes open, 'cause you might just spot a Bigfoot family outing. Angry Bigfoot. Imagine walking through snowy woods, enjoying the quiet and calm nature. Well, that's what a guy in Ohio was doing when something scary happened. He was filming the pretty trees when suddenly a massive black furry creature appeared. It looked like it was coming right at him. The man got so scared that he started running away as fast as he could. His camera kept recording, but we don't know what happened next. We hope he made it home safe and sound. It just shows you never know what you might find in the woods. Bigfoot footprints. Have you ever seen footprints in the mud? A fisherman in British Columbia found a super weird one. He was walking by a river when he spotted a huge track in the soft ground. This wasn't a normal footprint. It was way bigger than a person's foot and sunk deep into the earth. That means whatever made it must have been really massive. It might be a Bigfoot print. The fisherman was lucky. He only saw the tracks and not the creature itself. Columbian Bigfoot. A hiker in Mission, British Columbia, got a big surprise on his hike. He was up high on a trail when he saw a strange figure moving in the distance. It was so huge that he thought it might be Bigfoot. The hiker quickly grabbed his camera to film it. Even though it was far away, he could tell it was huge and moved in a weird way. It's hard to say, but its huge size made it clear that it was a Bigfoot. The hiker was excited to catch it on video and brag about it. Sasquatch walking on beach. Some folks in California think they saw the giant, hairy creature with their own eyes. It all started one day at Eel River when a local was out for a walk. Suddenly, he spotted a strange creature moving in the distance. It was a towering giant, covered in dark fur, and walked in a funny way. The shocked onlooker realized it matched all the stories he'd heard about Bigfoot. We just hope the creature didn't hang around for long and soon disappeared into the woods. Otherwise, things might have gotten nasty for the locals. Yeti captured in Adegia. An explorer in Adegia got quite a shock when he saw an unbelievable figure in the woods. While walking through the forest, the explorer suddenly spotted a strange creature running through the trees. It was a huge, brown, and hairy figure, just like the stories of the Yeti. The creature moved super fast, not even looking around as it ran, and quickly disappeared behind the trees, leaving the explorer amazed. After that day, no one saw Yeti again in Adegia, but the explorer's video got people talking. Was it really the mysterious Yeti? We may never know what reality is, but it surely makes an exciting forest adventure story. Latvia Bigfoot. Sometimes, the most amazing things happen when we least expect them. In a peaceful Latvian forest, a local was enjoying the quiet, calm nature while recording the beautiful surroundings. Suddenly, he heard heavy footsteps. Luckily, he was hidden behind some bushes. To his surprise, a creature came into view. It looked just like a Bigfoot. It has the usual features seen in other Bigfoot reports. The creature seemed to be in a hurry. It came and went to the other side by crossing the road. The local couldn't believe what he had seen. It was like a magical moment straight out of a storybook. Bigfoot caught on trail cam. You never know what you might catch on camera in the woods. A camper decided to set up a trail camera for safety while camping. But what the camera recorded was way more exciting than they ever expected. In the footage, a brown creature walked right past the camera, but not any ordinary animal. It looked just like the legendary Sasquatch. The creature didn't do anything scary. It just walked by, minding its own business. But seeing a real-life Bigfoot on camera was super cool. The camper was so lucky to catch this on video. It's not every day you get to see a mysterious forest creature up close, right? Scary Bigfoot. During a night hike, this guy witnessed something scary. A huge, white, hairy creature appeared right in front of him. It had a big head and glowing red eyes. This wasn't like other forest animals. It looked almost like some creature out of a spooky story. The creature moved in a strange way, as if it wasn't quite normal. It looked like it was possessed by a devil entity. And it was very scary. Hopefully, it was a Bigfoot, but with bad intentions, I guess. I hope that the hiker made it out safely, because the Bigfoot seemed to have different plans. Bigfoot encounter. While skiing in Michigan, someone spotted an odd figure moving through the trees. It was a gigantic, shadowy shape walking behind the trees. The skier only got a quick look before the mysterious creature vanished into the thick forest. He was indeed very lucky that he didn't notice it, as it was out for something more important. It was gone as quickly as it appeared, leaving the skier wondering what he had just seen. Chilling Bigfoot. A nature lover was taking a peaceful walk through the woods when he spotted a strange thing in the distance. High up in the trees, there appeared to be a makeshift structure, almost like a treehouse, but not quite. And sitting inside was a figure that seemed massive and brownish.
I swear to God, that's a Bigfoot sitting in a tree.
The guy couldn't quite make out what it was, but it seemed to match the descriptions of Bigfoot. Rather than investigating further, the wise man decided it was best to just continue on his way and leave the mystery creature be. Bigfoot caught on camera. A man was simply filming the forest when suddenly something unexpected happened. A person came running into the frame, looking terrified. Right behind him was a massive, black beast. As soon as the creature noticed the man with the camera, it quickly darted behind the trees and disappeared.
Did you see that?
The man tried to follow, hoping to get a better look, but the fast-moving creature had vanished. It looked like a Bigfoot, but who knows what it actually was. But it definitely seemed intent on chasing that person out of the woods. Creepy giant. An explorer venturing deep into the forest came across something truly remarkable. Peering into a small cave opening, he spotted a black face peering back at him. It was the face of what could only be described as a Bigfoot-like creature. Luckily, the opening was just big enough that the massive beast couldn't fit through.
Claro, y hay una cara de...
The explorer quickly backed away, not wanting to risk angering or provoking the creature. Whatever was watching from inside that cave, the explorer was smart to keep a safe distance. Mountain Bigfoot. This hunter was out in the woods, hoping to spot some wildlife with his trail camera. But instead of capturing images of animals, the camera recorded something much more mysterious. Behind the bushes and trees, a creature was watching him. And it wasn't any usual animal he was looking for. It was clearly a Bigfoot. The hunter had an up-close look at the creature, and it seemed like it was probably waiting or watching the camera. The hunter was smart to not approach, instead just letting the Bigfoot be and getting this incredible footage. Junior Bigfoot. A tourist exploring the woods caught a brief glimpse of a strange creature in the distance. It was a small, brown figure moving through the trees. But just as quickly as it appeared, the creature vanished from sight. The tourist couldn't make out any clear details, only seeing a flash of the creature's brown coloring before it disappeared. Relieved not to have a closer encounter, he knew its parents would surely be there too. And if they came, it would definitely be trouble for him because Bigfoots are not friendly, so the tourist hurried along, wondering what kind of being he might have spotted deep in the forest. Giant spotted.
Seriously, look how big it is. I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch.
Visitors to the mountains near Provo, Utah were left amazed after spotting a massive Bigfoot-like creature in the distance. On the top of the peaks, they could clearly see the huge, hulking figure moving through the trees. Fortunately, the giant creature didn't seem to linger for long, and when one of them climbed up to have a closer look, it was gone for good. The wise visitors decided against searching for it again, choosing to avoid the risk of an encounter with the legendary beast. Clear Bigfoot footage. After setting up a trail camera in the woods, this hiker managed to capture footage of a remarkable sight. The camera recorded a large, black, hairy creature casually walking by, seemingly unaware of the device. The sheer size and unusual appearance of the animal left the hiker in fear, realizing he might have captured evidence of an actual Bigfoot. The creature paid no attention to the camera as it passed, continuing on its way undisturbed through the trees. slender giant. A local resident was left stunned after spotting an incredibly strange sight on the nearby mountain. Filming the remote peak, they captured footage of a towering, slender figure doing push-ups on a rocky outcrop. The being had extremely long, slender limbs and feet that looked almost inhuman. Whatever this oddly proportioned creature was, it certainly didn't seem to be any normal animal. The guy quickly stopped recording and made his way to safety, not wanting to risk confronting such a bizarre and unsettling sight. Yeti hand. For a long time, monks in Nepal have kept what they believe is a real Yeti hand. This massive, scary hand looks very strange and different from a normal human hand. The monks also have an old Yeti head that they say belongs to the same creature. The monks are sure this hand and head prove that the Yeti, a big, hairy monster, is real. Science might have confused what it was, but the monks still believe it came from a Yeti. They won't change their minds about this. This old relic is very interesting to people who want to find out if the Yeti is real or just a legend. Bigfoot evidence. A drone flying over a remote forest area managed to capture some truly astonishing footage. The aerial device recorded a powerful, unseen force attempting to violently tear down a massive tree. Whatever this being was, it displayed immense strength, shaking and cracking the large trunk with ease. Though the drone couldn't make out the creature clearly, the display of raw power was undeniable. Just what kind of mighty, tree-toppling entity could be lurking in these woods? The drone pilot was likely relieved to be observing from a safe distance, rather than encountering this fearsome force up close. Subscriber's pick. A group of friends were hiking through a snowy landscape when they spotted something startling in the distance. Behind the trees and bushes, they caught a look of a heavy figure moving through the landscape. Startled by the sight of the strange, large figure, the hikers decided to quickly head back to safety. They didn't want to stay and take a closer look, as they didn't want to risk a scary encounter with whatever it was. The friends hurried away, their minds racing with questions about the identity of the creature lurking in the wintry woods.